You won't believe how fast one night in Salt Lake City turned into a warning shot for the entire NBA. Just days after a stumble in Texas, the San Antonio Spurs walked into Utah with something to prove, and one question hanging in the air. Can a 20-year-old rookie really restore order when momentum starts to crack? Let's find out. Because what Victor Wembanyama did against the Jazz wasn't just dominant, it was deliberate. The Spurs didn't lose to Houston by accident. That game exposed something uncomfortable. Defenses were adjusting. Physicality was rising. And for the first time in weeks, Wembanyama looked human. That's why this matchup mattered. Utah isn't a contender. They're stuck in the middle. No future, no present. But those are the most dangerous teams when you need a reset. Early on, the game felt closer than it should have. The Jazz hung around. The crowd stayed alive. And just when it looked like San Antonio might let another one slip, everything changed. Wembanyama flipped the switch. He stopped reacting and started dictating, contesting shots that shouldn't be contestable, cleaning the glass like it was personal, turning every possession into a reminder of why teams are already reshaping their rosters around him. This wasn't highlight hunting. This was control. And then came the moment that broke the game open. A stretch where Utah simply couldn't score. Wembanyama erased drives, forced kickouts, shut down the paint. On the other end, De'Aaron Fox poured gasoline on the fire, slicing through the defense and blowing the lead wide open. In minutes, a competitive game became a statement. 126-109, Spurs. But the score doesn't tell the real story. This was about timing, about responding when the standings tighten and the margin for error disappears. San Antonio needed this win to stay near the top of the West, to avoid getting swallowed by the chaos below them. And Wembanyama delivered the exact response contenders look for. He turned a potential problem into a warning. The loss to Houston? A lesson. The win in Utah? A message. The Spurs aren't slipping. They're stabilizing. And Victor Wembanyama isn't just surviving the NBA grind. He's learning how to control it. And that should scare everyone.